What's going on, everybody? I appreciate all of you hanging out, waiting on the stream to start. For those of you catching replay, though, hit that thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on all notifications when these live chats. You can take part right along with us. So, got two fragrances came in. The last of the Mohicans from that Joma Shop order. Sex and the Sea, my first fragrance from Franchesca Bianchi. Never tried it before, 30 ml. Figured we'd give it a shot. I remember really liking the notes when we did that live stream where we were shopping together. And then the new Guerlain L'Homme Ideal Parfum. Had to grab it. Fragrance Buy had all three of the new parfums in stock the other day. Obviously, this was the one to sell out. Vetiver and Habat Rouge Parfum are still in stock. I held off on those. They were all $125 a piece. And I was like, I don't want to spend $375 before taxes on those three, especially with the other two being very blind. Whereas I know I love this DNA. I have no issues blind buying this one. So I grabbed the one that I was most interested in. So we're going to check this out here today. And as far as my scent of the day, the last of the Nitro fragrances that was sent to me by Perfume Box, Nitro Black. I need to pick up white. Apparently it's hard to find. I've been seeing a lot of comments on the channel of people trying to hunt it down and can't find it. Amazon, Perfume Box out of stock. All these different places don't have it. So apparently it's a very hot commodity. I'm going to buy it whenever I can, and we'll do a review on that one. I do have some of the Celerio fragrances as well to still review, but full review coming out tomorrow on this one. This is a very musk. This is closer to Aventus than Platinum and Intense, but Platinum and Intense are better. This is good, but not as good as those. This is a good Aventus clone. This is more of a clone than a twist. A lot more musk to this one. This one's dark fruity. Still has plenty of smoke. Like I said, closer to Aventus, honestly. But the way Platinum is with the fruitiness and the spiciness, like Kate Alfresan just amped up more spices and more complex. That's better than this. And then the Intense is like just a leathery, dark, heavy smoke, rich, thick, Aventus-esque twist, like Supremacy, not only intense, but deeper, more about leather than oak moss. Like the Intense is the one, man, but still good, just not as good as those two. So that's my scent of the day. We'll dive a little deeper tomorrow in the full review in the morning, but we'll wait till around 10 minutes and we'll jump in like we usually do. I say 10 minutes, it might be 12 or 13. Who knows? Happens a lot. But let's see who's doing what in the chat. Joel, always a pleasure. Arabian Oud Daiwan. Before you watch live, go hit the thumbs up button. And now let's get on with the show. And then the king of the super chat made his presence known. He gave a super chat before we started. I appreciate you, Volcanus. Wearing Oud Lemon Mint by Mancera. He's always flexing a great scent. That man never comes through with anything even close to mediocre. And I sure appreciate the $10 super chat, my man. Oh, I knew you meant Oud Lemon Mint. Fingers crossed. I mean, I have very high hopes for L'Homme Ideal Parfum, and then Sex and the Sea. I don't remember the notes exactly, but I remember it being enough to buy a 1 ounce bottle for $85. So 1 ounce for $85. I mean, that's per ml. It's pricey, but I anticipate it to be pretty good. Sex and the Sea, beachy type of fragrance. Mr. M.A. Styles, Boss Bottled United Eau de Parfum. Okay, then. Watch the replay of EQ's recent live stream with you, Triple B, and Bowtie Fragrance Guys. Straight fire, I agree. Real insightful. Scent of the day, Original Penguin Denim. Not a huge fan of that one. That one's kind of like kind of a little bit of Sauvage meets a whole lot of Fierce. It's not bad. It's just I like Original Penguin better. Original Blend, Original Penguin Original Blend. That's my favorite one. And there's a few others that are really good, but that's my favorite. Yeah, we had a good time. We didn't shy away from the controversial questions. I buried two brands. I talked about me and Ashton's, issues in the past. Shout out to Ashton, and George Atkinson, Fragrance Apprentice, my boy, my guy. So I'm saying shit changes over time. Stuff happens, and then you get over it and you make up. So yeah, it was insightful. It was great to be on there with Buck and Darian. It's been a while since I did anything with Buck. It was the first time I did anything with Darian. Shout outs to Darian. It was great to be on there with Ogun. Ogun came out busting shots all over everybody in the beginning. He was popping bullets everywhere. He's wild. Love my guy, though. Shout outs to EQ. That is my guy. I'm loyal. He wants to walk through a fire. Fuck it. We're walking through a fire. I'm like that with Justin, too. If you're my friend, you're my friend. I'm riding with you. No matter how wild you being, I guess we're going to be wild together. So that's a must watch, guys. That is a must watch stream. The Quality Fragrance Channel, his newest live stream. If y'all haven't yet, strap in. It's a 3-hour live stream. If you skip around, you can miss a whole lot of stuff. There's some great conversation going on, especially after Ogun was done doing his thing early on when it was all four of us, when it was the three of them, and then I jumped on last, and I did about an hour with him. was a great live stream. It really was. It was some rapid fire drama, controversy behind, pull the curtain back, behind the scenes content creation, collaboration. There was a lot of discussion. It was a great live stream to watch, and I'm glad you enjoyed it, and I hope others go check it out as well. Subscribe to Quality Fragrances, and if for some reason you're not subscribed to Bowtie Fragrance Guy and Triple B, formerly known as Big Beard Business, I don't know what you're doing with yourself, but thank you, sir. Michael was popping with you as well, sir. Allure Sport Eau Extreme. I mean, when it comes to mass appealing, get the compliments, great smelling guy. That's the fragrance right there, right? Giancarlo, good to see you, sir. Burger Mask. Never tried that one. Orto Parisi, been getting a lot of love lately. Sactastic Voyage, my guy, my main man. How are you, sir? Cambridge Night. I haven't worn that in so long. That's still my favorite English laundry fragrance. In many ways, it's better than Invictus because of the twist. That black currant that's in there really changes the scent for the better. It's so good. So good. I haven't worn it in so long, man. Great choice. Great choice. Cody, good to see you, sir. Oh, I went to pin it and pulled away. Aventus Cologne. And just bought a 50 ml of Ani X for $160. I hope you enjoy it. It's basically Ani with some watery notes. Just fresher. Super redundant if you have Ani. That's why I haven't really grabbed it. I have a decan. I've tried it. It's really good. It's just I'll just wear Ani. But if you're in a warmer climate, technically Ani X would be better for me here, but I've been having Ani for a long time. But great choice. And Aventus Cologne, I mean, chef's kiss. And that's one of the greats right there. Great choice. Torino 21, great choice, Roy. Good to see you. Good to see you, sir. Untamed My Greek Lover. Ooh, speaking of, what's the name of it? She's got a new one. She messaged me, Untamed Perfumes, and because I tagged everybody that I talked about in yesterday's video, I tagged them all on IG. And let me go to the message. So she was thanking me for the feature, and she's like, I just launched my latest, Dancing in the Flames. Would you be interested in checking it out? I said, absolutely. I'd love to check it out. Here's my P.O. box. I moved because it's been a while since we've talked. So Dancing in the Flames. Let's talk about it real quick. I haven't looked at the notes or anything. It's just she makes phenomenal stuff. So I was like, shit, let's check it out. Of course I want to check it out. Let's see what the notes are on it real quick. We'll read the story when it comes in because we'll probably do it in a live stream. But just look at the notes. Apricot, cinnamon, nutmeg, Greek mastic is the top. The mids, roasted barley, roasted cocoa, frankincense, immortelle, Greek rose, and honey. The base is amber, cashmere wood, benzoin, birch tar, cade, incense, labdanum, resins, vanilla absolute. Holy shit. This sounds unique. So, yeah, shout outs to Untamed Perfumes. Phenomenal stuff. And My Greek Lover, one of the best, most unique fresh fragrances I've ever smelled. So great, great choice, man. Hype is real on that. Hype is real. Dior Homme Cologne, Lemonade, Timeless. Creed Aralfa, beautiful freshie. Underrated from the house. Most stuff from Creed's underrated. Like Dedrick got Himalaya recently. That's super underrated. Beautiful creamy musk from them. Doesn't get any love. Creed's got tons of bangers. They really do. People shit on them for watering down fragrance. But man, just enjoy the shit. Buy it or don't. Their scent profiles are amazing. They really are. Creed's top tier shit. Phantom Intense, great choice. Bois et Cuit, I still haven't given a full wearing to mine because I feel like it deserves the respect. Fuck lupus. That's what I'm talking about. I see the change in your avatar, Will. Got you. Got to stand for something, right? I'm big on the Breast Cancer Awareness Month. My grandmother had breast cancer, so I'm big on that. Lost my train of thought. So I feel like that fragrance deserves me to wear it appropriately, and I'm casual most of the time. And that's not really a casual scent. I mean, you can, but I feel like it needs an Oxford. And I do have a situation coming up soon, and I'm going to wear it soon, just not yet. But great choice. Phenomenal. That is a Jason Vircher recommendation. That was excellent. Shout out to Jason. Enrique, good to see you, sir. Gris Vetiver by Jacques Foth. I have my fragrance buy order coming. I have a fragrance net order with some Jacques Foth fragrances coming. So I bought a good bit. Speaking of the man, I hope you were here when you heard all the things I had to say, sir. So there's the man of the hour. Everybody's been digging the stream, man. I've been getting feedback after feedback after feedback. One of the first comments in this chat was about them watching the replay. That was a hell of a stream. That was a wild one. Great choice. Excellent. my favorite. That and the original. I'm 1A and 1B from Mancera. Good to see you, Keith. Essential L'Homme, Le Parfum. Indeed. Beautiful fragrance. Kajira, what's going on, big man? He's all, wow, what's that? Whoa, see, I'm going to sound like an idiot to people that aren't from Louisiana, but anybody from Louisiana, like Cody Brunet, you're my age. You know what that is. That's BG right there. That's BG mixed with some No Limit, because they said Whoa, but the wah, that was BG all the time. But finally ran out of my bottle of Givenchy Gentleman Cologne OG batch. It was a dog in performance. Mine performs pretty well too. I mean, anytime you guys say a fragrance I have, you already know I'm going to say, ooh, I haven't wore that in a while, because I've got a retarded amount of fragrances. Like the shelf goes further off camera and down. You know, like there's just absurd, unnecessary. For those of you who didn't see Justin's video today, yes, it's not realistic. That's not realistic. I was watching Justin's video before we went live. Subscribe to Justin Copeland. He's almost at 100,000. We're at 11 and a half minutes. We need to dive into this. We got a small crowd. I guess not too many people care about Guerlain L'Homme, Ideal Parfum, and Sex in the Sea, but I appreciate those of you that are here. You guys care. That's all that matters, right? Good to see you, Ashton. I'm going to find a decent stopping point. Just hanging with a girlfriend, a mega troll, that one. I didn't know your girl was a troll. Oh, because she sent me that video of you dancing. That was a couple weeks ago. Good to see you, Ken. Stunner that like button. Kicks Griffey in the house. What's up, everybody? How are you, sir? CH212 Men. Kicks Griffey approved FWO Wolfpack for life. I'm going to skip down a little bit, so I apologize. I'm skipping some, guys. John gifting the membership. I appreciate that, sir. I hope somebody that got it will enjoy the members-only stream this Sunday. Kind of sad I missed it live, but caught the replay. It was a great stream. It was a great conversation. It really was. EQ Live was bonkers. Y'all opened up the secret files. A great show. It's been getting a lot of critical acclaim. I'm sure the echo chambers have been running wild with anything and everything that was said, including anything from me. They came out, and, you know, several of them to talk shit and troll when I was live with Justin yesterday. Shout outs to the fan club. But yeah, pot was stirred a bit the other night, but it was a good conversation, especially when we all got together. It was a great conversation. Seems super interesting. Molecular stuff, super interesting stuff. Heavy metallic and aldehydic. Sadly, shipping to the U.S. is hard. Bet you'd be interested. I've never heard of them. Never heard of them, my man. So I'm going to skip down, trying to get to the bottom. My man, Dan and Malik, Aqua de Joe, sends a flexing on everybody. It's a great choice. Favorite Raja. We talked about that in the live stream, actually. That was the second to last super chat that we did on EQ's live. It's a toss-up between Isola Blue / Oligarch Parfum or EDP. It's that family of those three fragrances. Or some days it's Burlington 1819. I go back and forth. But it's to those. Yeah, he's been working on it. He's been out of jail for a couple of months now. He's been working on the album. He's been dropping stuff here. And he dropped an album with Gucci Mane. He did a song with Boosie. I've been keeping up. I love BG. B Jizzle. Where you think R Jizzle, that dude Jizzle, where you think that shit comes from? Come on now. Come on now. Can't stay for long, sadly. Heading out to work. Hope you're feeling better, though. 7 days after code TLTG 20. Hell yeah. Day 3. I'm glad to hear Mike still has the code active. That's awesome. I'm glad he's still hooking you guys up with that. So, all right, we're going to stop right here on my man Frags and Hands. Sorry I missed the start. Got caught up with something, but I'm here now. Well, I'm glad you're here. So we're 14 minutes in. Let's dive into it. I guess it makes sense to start with the fresh one. That's usually the method to the madness, even though I'm not as excited about this as the L'Homme Ideal Parfum fragrance. But watch this end up being my favorite of the two. Because, I mean, it seemed extremely interesting. So this is my first from the brand. Franchesca Bianchi. It's a 30 ml. All right. Simplistic, basic stock bottle. Looks like a high oil concentration. I know it's an extrait. Yep, extrait de parfum, made in Italy. Get some focus for you guys so you can see that. It's a 30 ml bottle. Holds into place well. Let's give it a spritz. Atomizers lined up. Little details matter. Big wide spray. Benzoin. Very resinous. A little sweet. Crazy, woodsy. Ooh, you can tell this ain't no designer. This ain't no designer. This ain't no just easy laid back wear. What is that? Something I can't tell you what it is that I'm smelling distinctively. I don't even know how to describe what I'm smelling currently. I'll give it this immediately. I've never smelled anything even remotely close to this fragrance. Like, there's not even a blend of accords that hit me where I'm like, kind of maybe. It's actually pretty dry as well. It's like drying my sinuses. This is potent too. Whoo, man. It's a little boozy, intensely dry and woody, and smells like a load of benzoin. Shit. Like, it's not like when I do that, it's not because it's bad. It's because it's overwhelmingly strong. Damn. Like, that shit is suffocating. I can't even enjoy it. We got to let that chill. Got to get away from this hand for a bit. Let's pull up these notes. My God. That stuff is crazy. No wonder they only sell freaking 30 ml. Not highly rated, but sweet, fruity, creamy, floral, animalic. Yeah. Civet. So it's myrrh, not benzoin. So there's benzoin. Okay, I thought I was smelling a bunch of benzoin. Coconut, ambergris, immortelle. So it must be civet and immortelle that's hit me like this. Whew, shit. This is something to show out with. This is not a casual wear. The name alone and looking at some of these notes like coconut and pineapple and iris and mimosa, I thought it was going to be a playful, fun beach scent. Fuck no. No. Nothing about this is what I thought it would be. There's a lot of civet, probably some labdanum and benzoin like crazy. This is amber heavy, rich, sticky, but dry. This sandalwood, there's a lot of it, and it's not super creamy. Like it shows creamy in like number 3 in the accords. It might settle into creamy, but up top, it's super musk benzoin. Like it's that civet, clearly. A little coconut too. I do pick the coconut up. It's settling a bit. Now I can go to it. It's not like overwhelming me. Whew, that initial spray is a bitch. Careful spraying this one, anybody that decides to take the dive. Whew. How many of you have tried this and were laughing your ass off like I should have warned him not to smell it that close? Because anybody that's tried this has to have had that experience the first time they sprayed and sniffed it. You go in and you're too close. God, back the hell up. You get too close to it when it's fresh. I'm getting a lot of coconut now. Even a little bit of the iris. Honestly, a little bit of powder iris smell. It got way smoother. It's got much more floral. It is getting a little bit creamy now. So it's changing pretty rapidly. It's softened up a lot. Like really quick. The initial blast is overwhelming. Oh, so much more pleasant now. Whew, man, I was worried. Honestly, I was like, man, I can't even wear this and enjoy it. Thank God it calmed down quickly. I was worried it was going to take a couple hours to really settle down because it's potent. That initial spray is suffocating, dried my sinuses out. It's still not mind-blowingly good, though. Even though it's settling in, it's nice. It's got way smoother. But it's not, oh my God, this is amazing. And I'm just floored and flabbergasted. Like, thank God I bought this and added it to the collection. I don't feel that way about it. It's not putting me in my feelings here with just pure excitement and joy for the scent profile. It's pretty good. It's definitely very high quality. You can tell there's some good ingredients used here. I'm sure it's not all naturals, but there's a lot of natural stuff here. Quality's just upper echelon. Just how I'm feeling early on, I'm glad it settled to, because I was going to have to give it a lower score with that initial blast. But now that it's settling in, getting creamier and smoother, iris is playing a bigger role. Even a little bit of this mimosa, like almost fruity-like smell to it. Mimosa, but probably the mimosa pineapple combo. It doesn't smell exactly like a juicy pineapple slice or anything, but there's a fruity nuance coming in more. I think it's like 7 out of 10. Very good stuff. Just not mind-blowingly good. It's not outstanding. It's getting better every time I go back to it, though, I got to say. So there's room for growth on that rating, but this initial, first few minutes, 7 out of 10, very good. Not mind-blowingly good, but very good. We'll check back on that one in a little bit. Let's get caught up in these comments. I want to see how many people are cracking jokes and having some fun with my initial reaction. All right. Where was I? There he is. Your ears must be burning. Mentioned you earlier, sir. Kellen, good to see you, sir. Blue Oud by Nusku. Never heard of it. Great content, my man. Scent of the day, Bamboo Harmony. I've never tried it. I hope you're enjoying it, though. Good to see you. Yeah, I definitely just got a stunner to the nose. Not even remotely close is a massive statement from someone that has smelled as many fragrances. I've smelled thousands at this point. I've never smelled anything like this, especially that opening. That initial blast was powerful. It was like punching me in the face. I was getting the 1-2 combo. I was getting the left-right from this fragrance. It is so much smoother, creamier. It's getting fruity. It's getting way better than that initial blast. It's quite enjoyable now. You only need a few sprays. I bet. I could tell. Purchased a used bottle of Xerjoff Golden Mocha. And the guy's gem of a guy. He sent me almost 20 decants of different fragrances, one of them being the Platine Privé. That's the only one I don't have. I've heard it's very close to the Cologne flanker. Costa Azzurra Parfum. Oh, excellent choice. Excellent choice. I love that fragrance. Catching another live stream. Salvo Intense. Wearing suits. Great choice. Rule of thumb for Bianchi is 2 sprays, 3 if you're feeling bold. I can believe it. And Jared, I was joking yesterday. You didn't have to give me a $50 super chat. I was fucking with you, dude. I was so joking. For those of you who don't know, he dropped a $50 super chat with Justin. I said, oh, so now I know what to expect in my stream tomorrow then, huh? So somebody got paid today, and we had a good laugh. I was so fucking with you, Jared. You did not have to do that, man. Overly generous. Do not give me a super chat for a while. That's multiple streams of super chats right there, man. Thank you. You didn't have to do that, dude. We in here, baby. Late to the party, but also looks like I'm right in time for this first impression. Tuned in from work. Slap that like, y'all. The Bishop, overly generous all the time. And I appreciate you, my man. Again, you've gotten to know me well enough to know I was totally fucking with you yesterday. You did not need to do this, my man. But I do appreciate you. I do appreciate you. And 4 o'clock Sunday Central, if you want me to send you the link, we got the member stream if you got some time, because we're doing it in the evening instead of in the morning. So we're going to do the air show, and that's from 10 to 4. So we'll probably leave around 2. We're going to do like 4 hours of the air show. I don't know if y'all been hearing in the live streams. I've been in the jets flying by practicing, Blue Angels and stuff. Wife wants to go do that Sunday. So we're going to do it in the afternoon. So if you want to jump on with me, let me know. I'll send you the link. It's already set up. I knew you liked it. I knew this would be your reaction. Man, it's getting so much better. I do like it. I'm going to give it some opportunity to develop on the skin. I'm going to give it a full wearing. I'm liking what I'm smelling, but that initial blast just totally threw me for a loop. Very much floored me. Oh, you hooked Dedrick up too? You just spreading the wealth. He hit Justin with $50 yesterday. I didn't know he hit Dedrick with a big one too. Greetings, Ross. Who do you think I'm set for all seasons? Dior Homme Sport, Cosmala Neon 4, I haven't tried. Lamal Elixir, Celeria Oros, I haven't opened mine yet. I do have it. I haven't opened it yet. An Instant Crush. So happy my package arrived. I think you got it covered here. You got something fresh. I know Neon is super popular right now. Very fresh fragrance. I grabbed Neon Cosmala 4 Sport. Lamal Elixir, you definitely got the cooler weather covered there. Dior Homme Sport, great for spring, summer, fall in general. That's a great anytime fragrance, not just warm weather. I haven't tried Solari Oros yet, but Instant Crush, that's something dressier occasion, evenings, dates, things like that. You pretty much got all the bases covered here. Soft live stream clap for you. Excellent, excellent work. Is mild compared to the rest of the house. Well, I would assume if the tropical fragrance is like this, God knows what some of the darker scents are. Allure Sport, great choice. Good to see you. Cool Water Intense is a great fragrance. I haven't wore that one in quite a while myself. I've never tried that one. Hit that like button. Let them know. TAC, good to see you, sir. Gucci Rush, Scent of the Night's M7. I believe Justin talked about M7 Oud in his video earlier. Speaking of, never tried that one. John Dennis, good to see you, sir. Kind of cold today. Wearing Fragrance Dubois, New York 5th Avenue. Just awesome. Real niche. Okay, yeah, I was wondering because he hit Justin with the 50 for sure. So let's get into to me, this is the main event. Ever since it got announced, I was like, oh, I got to have that. So I hold this line in high regard. You know, I've seen a few things about it being a disappointment for some people. Well, more power to any of you that were disappointed. I highly doubt them would be disappointed by this and the reason I'm confident in that is the ones that nobody like in this line, I think are quite charming. Sport and cool that get shit on and no love and never got love. I give love. I think the DNA as a whole is fantastic. Now, is it going to be better than Intense and Extreme? That's going to be a challenge. That's the challenge that it's got to try to overcome. So let's check it out. Let's see if it's got a shot. That was a good spray. I don't think I need another one. What the hell? A little half spritz. Guerlain L'Homme Ideal Parfum, the newest release. I'm expecting sweet almond and a little bit of leather. That's what I'm anticipating. I do get the cherry. The cherry's present. Not as heavy as in the eau de parfum, but I smell the cherry. Any of you that were disappointed, I'm sorry for you. This is great. This is great. Again, my opinion. Like I said, I've seen some hate for this fragrance so far, which is weird to me. Because, like I said, I like the ones that people don't. Like, I understand why people don't like Sport. It's weird. It's an almond aquatic. But I think it's quite good. It's such a unique. It's probably the most unique aquatic. One of, for sure. This smells like a smoother cross between the EDT and the EDP. It's smoother than both. It's richer than both. It's not as sweet as those two. I think those are both sweeter. This is warmer and smoother, but it smells direct tie-in to the eau de toilette and the eau de parfum, which makes all of the scents. Kudos Guerlain, because EDT, EDP, parfum. This should be the natural evolution of those particular ones, not of the extreme and the intense and the sport and cool and cologne. It shouldn't smell exactly like any of those. It should smell like an evolution of the EDT and the EDP. Guerlain knows what they're doing. They do it right. If you like this line, I don't understand how anybody could not like this. Hate it, doesn't make sense. Not like it, maybe it's not for you. Nobody's got to love it. But if you like the EDT and or the EDP, I don't see how you could not like this. Because it's redundant for sure, but of the three, definitely the best. Because it's just so rich and smooth. And it's not as in-your-face sweet as the EDP and the EDT. Those are sweeter than this one, to me. Just a little touch of powder. Even if they don't list it, which I don't remember if they list it or not, I smell cherry here. Let's take a look at the notes. I've looked at them once. Here we go. Sweet, leathery, creamy, fruity, synthetic. Amaretto. Smells like cherry. Musky notes, leathery notes, patchouli. A little leather, but not the kind of leather I get in Intense. No smoke. No smokiness here whatsoever. They don't list the almond, but it's there. Creamy, sure. Synthetic, I don't agree. I don't think it's all that. I don't think it's that synthetic. I don't agree. Fruity, creamy, leathery, sweet, sure. Warm and ambery too. I think it's quite ambery. 8.4 out of 10. That a little bit louder than the typical soft live stream clap. We'll give a little bit of clap noise to it because, yes, I agree. Give this a good rating. Jesus. Because I've seen so much of it getting just kind of crapped on. I say so much. Just here and there. It's been on my platforms. I've been seeing people talk about it. But I'm glad to see that, you know, the 56 ratings it got here averages to an 8.4 because I'm kind of in that realm here. I'm going to give it another moment. Let me sniff it a little bit more before I go ahead and give this first impressions rating. But it's going to be at least, I'm kind of in between, torn between 8.5 and 9. Is it great or is it outstanding to me in this first impressions? I'm torn. So we're going to split the difference. Normally when I'm torn, I just split the difference. We're going to go 8.75 out of 10. It's not my favorite one. It's not better than the Extreme and Intense, but it's number 3. It's the third best in the line to me, the way I would rank them. I would still put L'Intense ever so slightly at number 1 over Extreme, ever so slightly. It's kind of 1A and 1B with L'Intense and Extreme. I just love that smoky leather feel of the L'Intense. It's just hard to beat for me. So L'Intense, Extreme, then the Parfum. That's where I would rank that. This is so good. I even get a little bit of spice. Just a little bit. Terrible time of year for me to get it. It's gonna get shelved. Just being straight with you. You're not gonna see this in the weekly rotation. Maybe if I wear it to dinner in the evening, coming up soon, because it doesn't matter. We're gonna be indoors for dinner anyway, but it is not seasonally appropriate for my current climate and what's coming for the next several months. But man, is this good. I'm so glad I picked it up. So glad at 125, I was good with it. I'm happy I bought it at that. Will it get cheaper later? Sure. Maybe eventually to be $90 or something like that. But I didn't want to keep waiting. First opportunity I got, I grabbed it. Yeah, 8.75 out of 10. This is really good. I think anyways. I think it's really good. Pull that down. Let's get back to these comments. So we're not going to stay too long because we do have the WWE Backlash preview show on the Sports Desk Live at 5:30 Central. Me and Dedrick, 6:30 Eastern for you guys. Any of you wrestling fans want to come preview tomorrow's premium live event in France? Me and Dedrick are going to be talking predictions, spoilers, fantasy booking, match card, things leading up, recapping Mania, and the way the draft went, that garbage. We're going to be talking wrestling later. 5:30 Central. So we'll do about an hour. We'll get 33 minutes in. We'll go to an hour. We'll shut it down. I got to eat a meal in between the two streams. Been doing a lot of streaming. For this being the first stream on my channel in 3 days, it'll have been after the stream tonight. It'll be 5 streams I've been on in the last 3 days. Only 1 was on my channel. Been doing a lot of streaming. What can I say? All right, let's get caught up with this chat. It does not. It is not UV. Ultraviolet rays is the problem, which is why direct sunlight's an issue. You don't want UV. Those are not UV. So you're good. That's why you see a lot of people with LEDs in their collections. LEDs don't put off UV. Should have tomorrow. Hope you enjoy it. Sandy, good to see you, sir. Vatus bois écuit. You're the second person in the chat talking about that one today. It's good stuff, right? Let's see. Already have to go, guys. Take care. We appreciate you, Joel. Now I get Amaretto from L'Homme Ideal. Platine Privé is fire. Can't wait to try the Parfum. I need to get Platine Privé at some point. It's the only one I don't have. I have all of them except that one. I skipped it. I need the completionist in me just needs to get it, even if I'm not going to wear it. Because I've heard it's very, very close to the cologne. Very slight differences. Just picked up Invictus Parfum from the Macy's sale. I love it. That's such a good release. That was a great release this year. It really was. Profondo Parfum, too. We've had 2 really good aquatic designers released so far. Got to split. Have a good week, sir. And that's the bottom line. Because Ken Real, a.k.a. Stone Cologne 316, said so. Appreciate you, sir. Hope to see you in the wrestling stream later if you got some time. Mancera Oud Lemon Mint to buy or ambassador. That's up to you. I'm not making your purchasing decision, my man. That is up to you. because I enjoy both. If I had to pick, I'm going Ambassador here because of the versatility of it. I can wear that year round. I can wear it in the heat. Lemon Mint's too creamy, I think, to wear in high heat, though some people do like to wear it in the dead of summer. I think it's a little too creamy and thick for that, but they're both beautiful. They're both beautiful. Lemon Mint's a different level of beast versus Ambassador's really strong, but Lemon Mint's a different level when it comes to beastly performance. Redundant. Like I was saying, if you have the EDT and or the EDP, it is redundant. But if you enjoy those and you want to, experience the evolution of it, it's worth at least trying. I wouldn't recommend just grabbing it unless you like this is one of those lines I want to have them all. Because I just really, really love the base DNA, and they really keep the original's DNA intact in every single flanker, and they manipulate and twist to create something new every time, especially the intense and the extreme. And that's why I'm just cool with getting them. The only one I didn't get, like I said, was Platine Privé, but I will at some point sooner than later. But it's worth trying. If you really enjoy the EDP, it's worth trying. It's redundant for sure. First date last night. The night went well. Good to hear. Enough love from Jamaica wearing Molinar Ginjon Bray. Basically, an affordable niche take on Dior Homme Cologne. That's kind of how I look at that one. Great choice. Get Black Licorice from Insurrection 2 Wild. It's been a long time since I wore that. I only wore it once since I got it. I got it not long ago. Super late to that one. I honestly don't know. Ooh, I got several. The one I enjoy the most lately, besides L'Homme Ideal Extreme, that's a beautiful plum tobacco fragrance. Speaking of this line, that's one of the main reasons I love the Extreme. It's my number 2, almost number 1. I would say Maison Daba's Silent Night. It's not overly sweet, but it's very plum dominant. It's plum, cedarwood, white florals, and cinnamon. High level quality. Good stuff. This is luxury niche, independent. Maison Daba, D''ABBA, Maison Daba. It's called Silent Night. Night with a K, K-N-I-G-H-T. Amazing. Yesterday's video. Check yesterday's video. 8 of the best independent niche fragrances money can buy. It's in that video. What's going on, Kaylin? Coco Loco. Great choice. Between what room temperature I have, average small room. 2 of my windows are covered in black paper shades. A small. Ooh, I missed another one. Another part to this comment because I was skipping around. Let me scroll up, see if I can see. Oh, you were asking about that. You were who asked about the LED lights. No, you're good. Now, you want to talk about fragrance coolers and stuff like that. I've been asked about that. I think that's overkill. I don't think that kind of stuff's necessary. You're in a, out of the sunlight, climate controlled room. You're good. I think outside of that, it's excessive. I think you're good. I wouldn't sweat it too much. All right, now where was I? Here we go. 20 or 30%. That's warmer. It's smoother. It's not as sweet. It has leather that the EDP doesn't really have. It's got less cherry, but still smell cherry. Even though it's not listed, I smell cherry. It's more leather forward, less sweet, and warmer with a little touch of spice. That's the differences, I find. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Mikey, good to see, sir. Prada Ocean de la Parfum. I've been hearing people are impressed with that one. You're not the first to tell me that. I still haven't tried it yet. Dedrick recommended it to somebody in live stream last night while I was on with him. I need to get my nose on it. I just haven't smelled it yet. Because I know I'm just going to blind buy the damn thing when Fragrance Buy stocks it. That's pretty much why I haven't gone out and smell it. Damn, it smells good in the chat. Parody de Sins Valhalla. Okay, I've never tried that one from them. Eden and Bliss are amazing. Also caught you and Justin talking about Invictus Parfum. People saying it's an old man scent. Invictus Parfum? Who said that? What? I'm 29. Don't really do designers other than LV, and stuff is amazing. Stop hating. Wait. Somebody said an Invictus fragrance that smells like most of them, which they're very youthful, sweet, playful aquatics, okay? They're known as being juvenile young man fragrances. That's what they get shit on for by older guys. Somebody saying the Parfum is an old man fragrance? I'm shocked. I'm shocked because I don't agree at all. I'm not saying they're wrong. I'm not saying I'm right. I'm saying I don't agree. I'm saying I disagree. That's my new thing. I'm not throwing shade when I disagree with somebody because I'm not saying they're wrong and I'm not saying I'm right. I'm saying I disagree. And that's what's going on here. I completely disagree. I do not think that's an old man scent at all. It's true to Invictus. It smells like Invictus. It smells like Intense. It smells a lot like Legend, a little bit of Platinum. People have been telling me they get Victory Elixir in the dry down, which I really don't get, but I get it. It's the highlight reel of the line, as I've been calling it, because it smells like all of them. How could that smell like an old man fragrance if it smells like all of the Invictuses in one bottle? Shocked. Shocked, Kaylin. Shocked. You hear me? I can't stress enough how shocked I am to hear that. No. So the person to ask about Declaration would be Justin. Justin is Declaration line. He loves that line. I don't know if he's tried that one, but he's got most of them, I think. Pretty sure he does. Justin's like the go-to source for Cartier fragrances on here, I think, because he's got a bunch of their fragrances. And that line specifically is his favorite line. It smells like oolong cha, but a bit spicy, a little more green, maybe a touch of mint in the background. Sounds good. Is it not as cumin forward as the others? Good to see you, sir. Gentleman's Society. Good stuff. I'm assuming you're talking about, yeah, okay. And seen it. Facebook group said it and seen it in YouTube chat. Facebook group, resale group. Man, I've removed myself from most of those groups because they're glorified subreddits at this point for the most part. The only reason I still have a Facebook account and the group still active because you guys want it. Because I don't care. Fuck Facebook. That's where I don't like Facebook. I'm over it with Facebook. I really am. I like Instagram. I'm cool with TikTok. But Instagram, YouTube. I got those two. I'm good. I don't need none of the other ones. You know, which again, I enjoy TikTok, but I don't have to have it. But Facebook, and I don't really get on X. I never really did, even when it was Twitter. It never really was my thing. That's its own cesspool. The internet, it's a shithole place because people suck. There's 8 billion people and 7 billion of them suck. I bet I'm accurate because a billion people is a lot of people. A billion good people, a lot of good people, just very much outnumbered by shit people. No matter how many flankers. No arguments here, my man. I'm a big fan of the line. Invictus Aqua, speaking of, going to my P.O. box tomorrow, vintage unopened tester of Invictus Aqua 2016 is sitting in that P.O. box. Got delivered today. Shout out to Jose for hooking me up. Super excited. The one I'm missing, I'm finally getting. Because I was never paying resale, and it's over in Europe, and it's not easy to get for me. So I was going to try to figure out a way to get it with this European exclusive that Raban's doing. But I don't need to now. I don't need to now. So top of the evening, y'all. Mind Games J'adore. Great choice. Amaru. I've never tried Silver Birch. Dark Orchid is the strongest fragrance I own. It's basically niche Black Orchid from Tom Ford. And White Hinoki, which is actually right here. I've been meaning to wear it. That's why it's right here. It's very unique. Citrusy, boozy wood. That Hinoki wood, a little green, powdery, fresh, but dense and sweet. This is a magical fragrance. This is so good. Very unique in my collection as well. This is the only two I've tried from them, though, is the two that they sent me years ago. This is stunning. Dark Orchid, got to be a black tie event. You know how rare that is for me? I've worn that fragrance twice. And one of the times was not to an event. It was just to wear it when I first got it. And it was overwhelming at 2 sprays. Crazy, crazy strong stuff. But I've never tried that one. I believe that's the one that's kind of like Silver Mountain Water, right? No, we don't do that kind of stuff. We talk the business here and there, but we don't go. He don't do all that. You know what I mean? He trusts me. He tells me some stuff here and there, but not really. You know what I mean? Nothing crazy. Nothing like, oh, really? Nothing like that, you know. Shout outs to my guy, Omos. Jordan, that's salt of the earth. I know that's MJF's gimmick, the salt of the earth thing, but Jordan, the Nigerian giant Omos, he is salt of the earth. That is a great guy. What's the difference in the cherry note of Guerlain's compared to French Defense? So that's a very juicy, boozy, like rich cherry versus a sweet, softer cherry. Guerlain's is more of a sweet and soft cherry, I find. Whereas French Defense, it comes across rich and boozy, thick, like almost syrup-like. Yeah. Both stunning. I would pick French Defense, though. Oh, yeah. I would turn my nose up at low medial EDP if it's between that and French Defense. Oh, French Defense is the cherry fragrance to me. To me, that's the one. I'm going to wait till it hits discounters because the notes kind of disappointed me. It looks generic. The note breakdown looks generic. I'll wait till it hits discounters. I'm not in a rush. Spectra Wraith in the mail today. Yet to spray it. I haven't tried it. I just have Spectra, the regular one. Beach Hut Man is the old man scent. That's kind of funny. We were talking about that yesterday on Justin's stream. Hope all is well. Amen Pure Shot. Great to see you. Everything is indeed well. Hope everything's well for you also. Greetings from Chile. I don't know if you've tried Xenia Forte. I've heard that one. It's an Intenso. One of those is like Armani Code. I know that much. But I've never tried either. If you have not, man, I totally recommend them Hidden Gems because they were indeed some hidden gems for years. Like $25 fragrances too. I don't know if they still are. I've looked at them before in the past. Kara, good to see you. Ooh, honestly, I talked about it the other day in the clone video I did. Halloween Man Hero is very close to Aqua 2018. If you take the violet out of it, Aqua 2018, and put lavender in its place, you take powdery floral away and put soapy floral, you got Halloween Man Hero. It's that simple. Everything else smells the same, performs the same. Halloween Man Hero. It's like $35 for a 4.2 ounce bottle. That's the difference. Soapy lavender versus powdery violet. It's that simple to me. That's what I would recommend. Instead of somebody trying to clone it specifically, that designer twist, I just go that route. That's the one I usually recommend, which is why I'm recommending it now. Good to see you as well, sir. Perseus, I will get around to getting a bottle. I did like how it smelled. Just got Kismet a couple days ago. Also getting smoked tobacco and a slight cherry. Is that what you get? And I've never tried it. Never tried it, sir. Considering your affinity towards the aquas, I think the chances ends up being pretty similar. Like Juan said the other night, because I happened to stumble into his live stream right when he was going to talk about it, and he went to the UK website. I couldn't have said it better myself because it's not going to be the same formula, because we're talking about a fragrance that came out 8 years ago that they're bringing back. So something's changing. It's not going to be identical. Now, I do believe they made it as close to the original as they could. I think out in the air is going to be no difference. But up close, if you do a side-by-side, there's probably going to be some distinction between the two, but minimal. Because it's going to be something as simple as this synthetic ambergris oil changed versus this synthetic grapefruit or so. It's going to be something like that where it's just a same oil but different, like same note but different oil. Had to be substituted because of IFRA regulations. It's going to be something like that. It's going to be really, really, really close, and most people won't be able to tell. But those of us that's our thing, we smell fragrances, we'll probably be able to find something. You know, you'll probably be able to find something, but I don't think it's going to be anything major. But it can't be identical. It just can't at this point. If it had been a year later, yeah, real good chance. Almost a decade, it's not going to be identical. Jack of Clubs, good to see Danny. Intenso is the one that's close to. I knew one of the two was close to code. I love broccoli with soup cheddar. I appreciate that, sir. I tried Ralco from Casa Niche, a Chilean brand, and it's a L'Homme Sport niche version. Really? Because I've never heard of this brand. Let me see if I got that on Parfumo. Ralco. Nothing came up. Casa Niche. Ah, here it is. Okay, sweet. Let's look at it. Here it is. It came up. Bergamot, lavender, lemon, orange, pear, grass, juniper berry, thyme, ambergris, cedar musk, tonka bean. I want to say I've seen that bottle on Instagram before. I want to say I've seen somebody post this. Niche L'Homme Sport. You have my interest. I was literally talking about my Sony Wave this morning in this morning's video. I sprayed it and sniffed it literally this morning. I filmed that today. and then put it out. Speaking of a L'Homme Sport. So I would be interested in checking this out. Very much so. I'll take your word for it on this. I need to remember that. I'm going to leave that up. Thank you. Leave that up. Chile is in the house, indeed. What's up, Rick? Wish I had a scent of the day wearing 3 different things. Argos Pour Homme, Barbados X, and Philip Plein No Limits Gold. I never tried any of the fragrances from that house. What do you think about Argos Pour Homme? Not reinventing the wheel. Juicy bergamot, a little bit of violet, some vetiver, timeless masculine, everyday kind of stuff. Just really high quality. Nothing groundbreaking there. Probably his most simple fragrance, I would say. I wonder if you agree. Barbados X, the newest one, I'm assuming. I haven't even tried that one yet either. But the Philip Plein stuff, none of them really ever intrigued me. Heard good things about them. I get my nose on French Defense. Oh, it's incredible. Like when So Avant-Garde reaches out, it's usually monthly, and we get that list to pick from different brands and stuff. We got 2 different tiers. It keeps saying excludes the Queening French Defense, and I want to say the Forward. As soon as French Defense comes off that excluded list, because it used to not be, I'm thinking we ruined that. I'm thinking we hyped it up a bit. I'm not saying it's solely me and Dedrick, but I think we had something to do with it. Because all of a sudden, we can't get it. Because I'm absolutely, when I get to pick for it, if I don't have to buy it, I'm not going to buy it. But damn it, I want it. I want it. It is so good. And Sunday's second spin for the niche tier, the Amber olfactive set that has French Defense in it, is the second spin. The first spin's a 100 ml bottle of Birth of Venus because it got an overwhelming number of votes. So we got a full bottle of that. It's the main spin, but this is the second spin for the niche tier. Getting this Discovery set. It's a badass Discovery set too. Double attacks in there as well. And the Queening. Good ones in that one. Never tried it. I've had opportunities to grab it at rack stores. I never did, though. In the 70s and 80s, but with a twist, in your opinion, which house should do it? It's an interesting question. I never really gave that any thought. Old school fragrances from the 70s and 80s. You mean like a clone house or something like that? Elaborate a little bit. Which house do you mean? Like which type of house? Do you mean a designer brand, a niche brand, a clone brand? I guess it really doesn't matter. I don't know. I don't really have a specific that I'd like to see do it. I'd be open to try something, though. Forever. I take care of my hats. My hats don't get beat up. My hats don't get nasty. Except for the ones I wear to the gym, which I clean. There's a select group of hats that I wear to the gym because I'm going to sweat in them. But like this, I won't sweat in this. If I start sweating, hat's coming off. Wipe my head, chill for a little bit until I'm not sweating anymore, and then back on it goes. I take care of my hats. I got hats from when I was a teenager still. They look brand new, almost brand new. I take care of my hats. Just like I take care of my shoes, just like I take care of my fragrance. I take care of my shit. That's what it comes down to. I appreciate and value the things that I spend money on, because I come from the nostalgia generation where you wanted all these things as a kid. And I got certain things. It's not that we were poor or anything, but we weren't rich either. We're somewhere in that middle class. So there's a lot of things I wanted as a kid that I didn't get. So I always had to work for it. And anytime I get something, I appreciate it. I take care of it. I want longevity out of the things I'm willing to invest my money in. Even if they're bad investments, they're my investments. Because most of my investments, as far as stuff that's in this room, is not a real investment. It's just purchases, but they make me happy, so I take care of them. Makes sense. Loved your comment about S-Boy during the live stream. Great perspective, not wanting to purchase this overpriced hype fragrance. Some reviewers don't care, but you do. Always telling the truth. Balls of steel. I appreciate that, my man. Contrary to popular troll belief. Thank you, sir. I don't know what else I can say publicly to get people to understand that I don't lie to people, that I'm always shooting you guys straight. Anybody that still wants to believe that, man, God bless them. More power to them. I appreciate you guys. I get to live the life I live because of you guys, and that's never lost on me. I wake up and the things that I get to do are the things I love the most in my life, besides my wife. You know what I mean? As far as material things, I get to do things with the things I love the most. because of you guys. You guys make that happen for me. So I'm forever grateful to you guys. I would never want to betray you guys or lose you guys' trust, because the longevity in this is you guys giving a shit about what I have to say, right? You guys wanting to hang out with me. You guys appreciating my opinions, my content, all that different things. So how dare me ever not appreciate you guys and not shoot you straight. So thank you for that. Seriously, thank you. Thank all of you for being here as well. Oh shit. That's a loaded question. So believe it or not, as far as cheapy Neroli woods from Banana Republic is still amazing. Bulgari Man Wood Neroli is an obvious choice here. Anything Neroli Portofino, anything. But as far as niche, $75 is what you can expect to pay for this, and it is fantastic. Great lasting power. Citrus, white floral Neroli, fresh and green, dries down to earthy vetiver. Tale of two fragrances. This is the niche one, I would say, right away. Man, is this good. Man, is this good. I'm so glad I bought that finally. Port Homme is beautiful. Too beautiful. I wanted something a little more basic out of it. I have the new Barbados, but this XX is the silver bottle. Oh, Artisan XX? I have that one. It's pretty good. I like Artisan Teal more. It's good. It's not a bad fragrance. I like Artisan Teal a little bit more. It's musky. Kind of like a musky, salty, aquatic twist on Y. Hence why I like it. But yeah, Port Homme, there's nothing Christian's put out that's not a beautiful fragrance. But when you look at the profile, it's been done many times before. But the way he did it, like you said, it's too beautiful, right? Because Christian's, the quality of the oils he uses, and he perfumes everything himself. He's really good at this. His fragrances are phenomenal. So I'm not surprised to hear how much you're enjoying it. Good to see you, sir. Burberry Touch. I agree. French Defense is the one. You can get it from Nordstrom in Minnesota. I would encourage anybody that goes fragrance sniffing and they have mind games. One of the first things you need to do is try Mango Aventus Blockade and try French Defense. Gambit, Double Attack. I mean, there's a bunch that you need to try. But if I could tell you two, it's Blockade and French Defense. And if I could slide a third one in there, it would be Very. Double Attack's amazing. Double Attack's right there. Chocolate. Bitter, dark chocolate. Recently smelled Vertec. I would say, so if you ever watch my review on it, I say it's kind of like the third fragrance in the line. It's like Apex Eau Fraiche. It's got the fruitiness of the Parfum, because believe it or not, the higher oil concentration is the one where the fruitiness comes out more. The Parfum's fruitier than the Eau de Parfum. It's weird. So you get the fruitiness, you get the fresh green. It's not as earthy. It's a fresher fragrance overall. Obviously, the performance doesn't even come close to either version of the actual Raja Dove ones. And the quality's not the same. But for what it is, it's actually a really good fragrance. It's like the Eau Fraiche flanker. It's like a 6-7 hour fragrance on my skin. It's a fresh twist that kind of falls in between the profile of the EDP and the Parfum. Good to see you. Ascension from Savoir Faire, never tried. Trolls are just trolls. We've been here since the beginning. The real ones know. I appreciate you, sir. Oh, I appreciate all of them. I appreciate them too. I was blowing kisses to them yesterday when they were talking shit and all that stuff. Look, it's all engagement. It's all, one of them even gave Justin a super chat to pin a troll comment. Hey, good looking out for my guy. Appreciate that. I appreciate that for him. You know, it's all good. It's all good. You know what I mean? I ain't mad at him. The days of that stuff bothering me are far, far, far in the review. I appreciate it. I welcome it. Thank you. I love you guys too. Thank you. Seriously. Because that's what it is. If they didn't love me, they wouldn't watch everything I do and put me under a microscope. They love me. I love Missoni Wave. How's the performance? I get like 6 to 7. Very faint. I get 6 to 7. I got oily skin though. That's one of the things people don't understand when I say I get pretty good performance and they don't. I have oily skin. It doesn't absorb quickly on me. It stays a while. So average to weak performance for most people, pretty good performance for me most of the time. King Elias, good to see you, sir. I hope you enjoy. Bright Neroli is underrated. It's harder to get now though since they discontinued all their fragrances. It's good though. It's definitely good. Pure lavender. And why am I drawing a blank on the green one? I have 2 bottles of it. I love it. Why am I drawing a Radiant Bergamot. Why was I drawing a blank on the name? Radiant Bergamot is magnificent. Middle Eastern clone working with popular perfumers, bringing back old school fragrance. I mean, I'd be down to try them. There are two YouTubers I trust fully and unquestionably, Ross and Atkinson. Shout outs to my guy, George Atkinson. I trust George Z too. He's a true soul, but he's not really a YouTuber. No, he is not. Although he has a channel. He is definitely not. He is a brand owner, creative director, designer. He's a creative, is what it comes down to. He creates and designs. His box designs, that's all him. But yeah, shout outs to Atkinson. Shout outs to him. I get random little video clips from him when he's passing by stuff of him singing, doing wild shit, usually wrestling stuff most of the time. That's my boy. That's my boy, George. Shout outs to the formerly known as the Fragrance Apprentice. Now he's your captain filmmaker, George Atkinson. A lot of hate and bad opinion videos being made about EQs live with you guys. Some FragCon people are really sad and jealous for no reason. I couldn't tell you who's making what about it because I don't watch anybody that I'm not friends with pretty much at this point. So I don't know and I don't care. More power to them. That's just a way to try to get some clicks and some attention, I think is what that is. Whomever is doing it, hey, great. More power to you. Whether they had bad things to say about my part, good things to say about my part, they're not my problem. I don't care. But more power to whomever. I mean, you don't do a live stream like that and expect nobody to say anything, especially the way EQ came out hot. He came out hot. And then a lot of the controversial discussions and everything. Like, I'm not surprised. It is what it is. I stand by everything I said. More, like I said, more power to anybody that's talking about it. Anybody that gets their little feelings hurt, their little butt twisted up, whatever. Get over it. Move on. Do your content, move on. Who cares? Ralph Lauren Big Pony #1. Very, very fresh stuff. In which discovery set? What are you talking about? Can you elaborate? Hoffman, good to see you, sir. Wearing Norstad Quattro. Beautiful. That's my favorite. People don't know what engagement is. That's why they get bots for the dislike button. So I see that. Like certain things I'll get like all of a sudden 10 dislikes. And then I check back an hour later and 8 of them have disappeared. That shit happens. Like, it's never in some crazy abundance, but it's like a noticeable number. Like, some videos I get will have 1 or 2, maybe 3 dislikes throughout the whole day. And then sometimes, oddly, soon as a video goes live, it'll have, let's say, 7 likes and 5 dislikes right away. Like, you mean to tell me in the first 2, you had to be subscribed even though the shit was there to get an alert, right? People disliked it, but then they'll drop off. Like, it's never really a big number. It's just kind of strange. It's all about engagement, people. That's not how YouTube works. Yeah, dislikes don't hurt anything. It's still a metric on an algorithm. It doesn't hurt anything. I'd be sad too if I had an EQ size boot in my grill. Yes, of course, Ross. Well, it'd be nice to kick it with the fellas and membership stream. Well, hell yeah, I'll send you the link then, my man. Actually, so I don't forget, let me send it to you right now. I have a text as well. That's Randy continuing our conversation. It turns out Randy doesn't like Oceania. He got a sample first. For those of you that were here for the stream, we're like, just get Oceania. One of his moderators, Cinema Decant, turns out he doesn't like it. So good thing he sampled it first. Sample, guys. What was I doing? Okay, link. So I don't want to forget later. I don't want to say I'm going to send it and then forget to send it. So, invite guest. I'm going to send it to you on IG, Jared. Send it to you on the J Mills for Life one. Link is in there, sir, because I know you have more than one. So, got you covered, good dog. You got the link. We'll see you on Sunday. Will the Fragrance Apprentice return to YouTube as Captain Fragrance? What's the odds of that? Slim. It's not my place to tell you he's never making fragrance content again, but that's my understanding. He's not doing that anymore. Not for the foreseeable future, anyways. That was the way he explained it to me. He does like that captain hat. Why EDP? Sin of the Night Tarathi Blue. Great choices, Jay. EQ is incredibly talented. EQ is a very solid human being. I love that man. That's a good dude. It's my guy. Lots of love for him. I did stream about that EQ stream. I just didn't realize disagreement was hate. Oh, so it's you they're talking about, Rick? That's hilarious. They're talking about you and you're here. That made my day. I love Rick, so I don't give a shit what Rick says. Rick cracks me up, man. It's all good. What'd you say? Let's see. The guys on there were some of my favorite YouTubers. I just didn't agree with them. That's all good. It's all good. Like I said, I got lots of love for Rick. I've lost acquaintances on the internet because I like Rick. I don't give a fuck. You know, Rick's solid with me. You know, anybody wants to clip that and run with it, you can fucking have fun with it. I stand by Rick's misunderstood and very outspoken. Y'all quit fucking with Rick. And Rick will quit fucking with y'all. It's just that simple. So I got to go back and watch it now that I know you streamed about it. That's funny. All love, Rick. All love, my man. I thought it was just some randos. I didn't know it was you. That made my fucking day. They're really mad they don't work with you guys for real. I unsubscribed to a lot of them. Let's see. Love and Quattro. Arancia DiCapri. Fresh cut orange. Yes, sir. Where's in the line with Crush Orange Soda? It's banging. So those Blue Mediterranean fragrances are phenomenal. Just have low expectation on performance and just go in for the scent experience and you'll enjoy them. That's the best advice I can give anybody for those. Red Door is recommended for classy grandma. Do you recommend for the same woman but summer type? Coach Signature. It's not going to be as elegant grandmother, mature lady, elegant lady. It'll be a little bit fresher, but still tied to white floral instead of rose with some citrus. Coach Signature, either the EDT or the EDP. My wife is going to need a new bottle soon. That's one of her favorite summer perfumes. Coach Signature for women. Hey, man, I get it. There's a lot of people I've unsubscribed from. I don't watch anybody that I'm not friends with at this point. Brick Wall has landed me several compliments. I foresee a proper sampling in the future. So Popular Fico was really good, but the thing is, it's very redundant to Mancera Silver Blue because if you were to take the caramel note out of Silver Blue, you have Popular Fico. It's very similar. Fresh, spicy, woodsy, a little resinous, a touch of green. Like they're very similar in that way, but with Silver Blue, you have caramel. That's because immediately when I smelled Popular Fico, I was like, this smells very much like Silver Blue. Eternity Aqua. Thanks for turning me on to Aqua Cinziali Blue, one of my new favorite fragrances. Love your channel, my man. We have very similar taste, so I can trust your opinion. I appreciate that, Mike. I'm glad it works out for you. We'll be shutting this down in just a minute because I am live in 23 minutes with Dedrick on the Sports Desk Live. We're previewing WWE Backlash, and I need to eat something beforehand. It's been like 2.5 hours since I ate, which I didn't even really eat. I had a little bit of oats and some protein powder. That's my post-workout. I was down another 0.8 pounds today from yesterday. 173.7 for anybody that cares. I'm dialed in right now. It is day-to-day changes at this point. We are 28 days out. I'm 4 weeks out. It's getting harder too. I can't wait for my refeed day tomorrow. Thank God. That's a solid 3 right there. Oh, no. No, that's long in the review at this point. Good to see you, JT. Rasana, have a great weekend. You do as well, sir. Been a while. Afternoon swim, great choice. Good to see you. Yeah, for sure. Disagreement's fine. Nobody's going to agree on the same things. You know what I mean? It's all good. Like with Rick, I doubt he was doing anything hateful, especially when it involves Rick likes me. I like Rick. He knows that. We're not going to hate on each other. We can disagree. It's all good. I respect Rick, you know. Let's see, what was the next one? Hey, brother, any opinion on, I've never tried that one. On another note, I know you don't usually review women's fragrances, but curious about your opinion on JPG Divine. The wife would have to have some interest in it for me to even consider it. I'm not that popular. I don't think they were talking about me. There's a couple of videos I've seen already about that stream. I wouldn't be surprised. Like I said, that's a stir the pot live stream. I'm not shocked. Like I said a minute ago, I'm not shocked that people are talking about it. Other streams happening. It's going to get some attention. I get it. You know, I ain't mad at it. Like I said, as far as my part in it, anybody has anything good, bad, or indifferent to say about me, what's new? I don't care. You know, I just keep doing me. I always stand by the things I say. So again, whomever has streamed about it, whether they had bad things to say about me, good things to say about me, More power to them. More power to them. And that includes you. And I love you, Rick. You know, it doesn't hurt my feelings, bother me. People can say whatever they like. You know, we're publicly discussing things on the internet. It's going to get critiqued and criticized and disagreed with and agreed with, and it's going to be all that stuff. I'm good with it. I have not. I've never tried it. Thanks for the live today. Have a great day, everybody. Got to pick up baby girl from school. See you on the Sunday members stream. Kicks Griffey approve. You have a good one, Kicks. Griffey, good to see you, my man. No meals for you. I get to eat. I'm going to go eat. I have to shut this down. I've lost weight even though I eat more and drink more water. I don't get it. The usual. I get to have some extra oats and blueberries for breakfast, which I haven't been able to have on these rough days. I get to have that in the morning. And then I'm going to have my Kodiak protein pancakes with my fake syrup, my fake sugar-free maple syrup. Some jasmine rice is going to be added to some meals, things like that. That's really all it is. I don't cheat. Like, I don't eat sugary stuff. Like, the blueberries are the only sugar. Everything else is complex carbs. So I'm just refeeding. It's not a cheat day. It's refeed. Because we're dialed in right now. I don't want to do nothing to fuck up the progress in the metabolism, you know, because random sugar is going to fucking fuck everything. Sorry for the double F-bomb here, but it'll screw everything up with my metabolism. It's not a good move. You start getting those insulin spikes, it changes progress. Don't want that. Got to limit those insulin spikes as best you can. All good. Esteban, good to see you, sir. Kind of get where you're coming from there. So, guys, I'm going to skip to the bottom real quick. No, I haven't had a chance to do it. I've been so damn busy. I'm on a weight loss journey lately. Big fan of Okios, triple O protein yogurts. They're killer. So I can't have anything dairy right now because it makes me bloat. Even with my probiotics and prebiotics, it makes me bloat. So no dairy. There's no dairy in my diet whatsoever. You guys, bigger channels, don't know who they are. Nobody wants to grind and build their own anymore. Man, I don't care. You know what I mean? I appreciate you though, Terrence. And we'll end it on that note because seriously, I gotta go. I got a few minutes to eat and then I gotta be ready. The Sports Desk Live, guys. If y'all want to come talk WWE Backlash with us, it'll be me and my buddy, my tag team partner, the FWO, Dedrick Hicks Jr. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for being here. If you're interested in checking these out, you'd have to click notify me because the stock went quick on this with Fragrance Buy. They will stock it again soon. And then there's a link down below for this, which is so much better than it was in the opening. My God. And this is lovely. This is the one. Try this if you like anything else in line. This is worth trying. So make sure to like this stream. Check out today's video if you haven't yet. Sunday, we will have the member stream for all you channel members. And for the rest of you, I will see you on Monday as far as live streams. Y'all have a good one.